Yo.
Yeah. What's going on, guys? What are we doing now?
So, I'm going to drop this clip. And y'all tell me what y'all think.
Dozens of people arrested and a South Loop store looted after another teen takeover this weekend.
Police say the group stormed stores and were in the streets. CBS 2's Marissa Perlman is live with the video of the chaos. Marissa.
Well, Erica, Jim, there is still trash around the 7-Eleven, a sign of the chaos that happened here just hours earlier. And we spoke with neighboring businesses who tell us this is the second time in just days that teens have targeted this neighborhood. Dozens of teens seen in this social media video from Chi-Town crime chasers raiding the 7-Eleven store off of West Grenshaw just after 9. The store trashed, young people tossing stolen merchandise in the air and running away with their arms full of goods. At one point, a fire extinguisher was set off near the gas tanks outside the store. A Snapchat video posted the aftermath. A customer came to try to get cash from the ATM.
Look what they did inside of this 7-Eleven.
Chicago police supervisors heard encouraging cops to lock people up.
To be clear, all these kids running in the street, mass arrest, lock them up.
All right, for the kids running in the street, mass arrest, lock them up.
And they did. A total of 40 people ages 12 to 20 were taken into custody. This a departure from previous large group situations. The interim police superintendent said they had no choice.
Our posture has been tolerance, and usually when we say that it's curfew and we ask them to disperse, they do. Yesterday, they, so to speak, crossed the line.
Well, police believe between 300 and 400 teens were in this group. They got off the train here just after 7:30, and they got here after a social media announcement started circulating late yesterday. We're live in the South Loop. Marissa Perlman, CBS 2 News.
Marissa, thanks.
Well,
So I want to know, what was the social media announcement that hyped him up like that?
well, first, when the mayor said usually when they announce curfew, they go in. My thing is, see, this is what happens when you let them get away with the foolery they did, weeks and weeks ago, when they were running all over the street at night and they were on top of people's cars and y'all didn't want to arrest them and you didn't want to give them any disciplinary actions because you wanted to blame it on some foolery, some nonsense. You can't do that.
Plus, with these states dropping these low-level offense crime things where you can't, if you don't do but so much, we can't lock you up. This makes it easier and easier for we to go into the purgy state where people going to go out and do what they want because they know good and well that I can't get locked up for it. So I can do enough damage that I won't get locked up for it.
And I'm going to give some of them parents the benefit of the doubt that they didn't know their kid was going to be down there acting crazy. But I just have a feeling others could have been aware. That don't make no, I mean, I don't understand it. You know, teens, we already know that their thinking is not mature.
No.
But you still know right from wrong, so I'm not making a single solitary excuse for any of them kids down there. They locked up as many as they should have. I wish they had got every single solitary one of them, because if some of them were down there busting in them 7-Eleven, they were down in the other time they were jumping on them people's cars at night.
For sure.
So, and they're getting in their mind that it's okay to do this type of stuff. And this is how they wind up in jail or dead.
Yeah.
Because people are not going to allow people to take their stuff. You saw where the lady shot the guy for trying to rob her. She just shot him in cold blood. Pregnant woman defending herself and her husband shot a man who was trying to rob her pregnant. And you want to talk about gun laws? Child, please. Where is this okay for these kids to even think in their mind it's okay to go and take things that do not belong to you from a business, let alone any place else, but you're going to go in the store? So what do you think is going to happen?
I think, honestly, social media charges have to do a lot with it. Like, they charged up from seeing whatever they saw from social media that provoked them for this rage, because that's all this is. It's coming down to rage from these minds are weak. They're looking at social media and then they're going and want to go act it out.
You can only blame social media for so much. Every last one of them kids down there to me look like they had they head on straight.
Listen,
which means they can
young,
think for themselves.
Weak
Yes.
teenagers.
I get it.
Their mind
Are
ain't
very
always
immature.
right.
But you mature enough to know right and wrong. And I guarantee you they all knew stealing is wrong.
Please,
and it's against the law.
Please,
they don't care.
They still getting supercharged. You know how you kids, you feel that adrenaline rush from doing stupid stuff.
Course.
They still on adrenaline rush.
Stupid was the word, but they still were aware that it was against the law. That's my point. So I don't have any sympathy for them on that.
They young and dumb, like they say, young, dumb, full of, you know.
Yeah, I know.
And they bucket.
And
that's why all that is.
And that's why they got locked up. They're going to learn the hard way.
40 out of what, 300, 400?
They're going to learn the hard way.
Yeah. I hear what you're saying.
They're going to learn the hard way.
But when I was coming up, we were kids were, you know, youthful, they were buck, but they didn't have social media or whatever provoking them. Say, everybody go down here at 3 o'clock and raid this mug. Because now you got these stuff and you got these teenagers and then they go and do it.
Yeah. I mean, I know. I did stupid stuff as a kid. I'm not putting myself on no pedestal. Yeah, I did stupid stuff as a kid as well. And I learned the hard way.
I wonder if white kids are doing this, though. I'm curious to know, is it just one of those things where the camera turns off for other children that do buck wild stuff and they just point it only and say, look how bad the black people are and look what this is from slavery.
And this is what I was thinking about. All I see is little black legs running across, little black bodies running across the screen. But yet, we always want to say how something is dealing with racism or injustice. So what's your explanation on that, boo-boo? I'm curious to hear what you got to say as the reason and the rationale for that. What caused them to go and break the law willingly?
Good question.
And then still acting crazy outside, running in and just tearing up the place. Not only so they didn't go in and just steal and leave. They wanted to tear up the place.
Young, dumb, adrenaline rushing, and wanted to go crazy.
So what's the rationale behind that?
It's like that little kid. You know how children can be in the house and they just
They want retribution from their ancestors. I'm just naming all the stuff
they
don't
ain't
say.
I'm
just naming all the stuff they're gonna say is why they did all that.
That's Kamala talking.
Versus to say they need to be disciplined. They need to be set down by their parents and educators who know these kids and tell them how stupid it was and what type of road that this is leading down with that type of behavior. Now, whether they listen, it's going to be up to that. And who knows? I'm sure they probably have already had these conversations.
And that's why when you got Jason Aldean songs talking about try this in a small town, they ain't doing this in the country. Because you know why? Because everybody know who you are.
And they're not going to tolerate it. They're not going to tolerate it. Child, please. That wouldn't even be tolerated in a small town. You come up and acting foolish if you want to.
Whoopi Goldberg talking about, well, we have the same thing in a big town. Child, please. Have you been looking at these clips?
And I'm just, okay, well, now the mayor, the police chief in Chicago is saying that we had no choice. You should have taken a higher penalty and consequence when they acted like fools the first time downtown, jumping on folks' cars and having something similar take place then. That was your first opportunity right then to let them know this is not going to be tolerated because you should have locked them up then. So if this happened again, well, they will already be aware.
Yeah.
And now they're creating a record for themselves.
All right.
And while it's cute now, it ain't gonna be cute when you're trying to get a job and you want to go to college and you want to do some higher things to help better yourself. That ain't gonna be cute when all this stuff is gonna be on your record.
Taquan Robertson, what is this on your record about running to a 7-Eleven and throwing all the chips in the air? Oh man, I was 15 when I did that. I'm 32.
And that really makes me just really kind of infuriates me because you got so many kids down there who have the potential to be great and do great things, but they're acting this way now.
All right, man. Like, comment, subscribe. Don't take a nosedive, but comment down in the section below. If you want some more, man, we gotta go.